welcome back to the channel, whatever. Thanks for coming back for a no video. Anyways, so y'all, as y'all see in the video, this is another ex-boyfriend chronicles, you know what I'm saying? Episode 3, okay? Well, episode 4, I don't know what episode I'm on. I be just recording videos. I don't even know when I'm uploading them. I just like to have them back, you know, back to back so I can know. Just pull one out the pocket, publish that hoe, and have it like a free one person. Anyways, this story time is about another white boy. I've dated 3 white boys my whole life. Or I should say, yeah, I've dated 3 white boys in my life. And y'all already got the story time about the first white boy? The first white boy I ever dated. The crazy Ukrainian man that was basically in the mafia, got sent to prison, and he about to have a Lifetime movie about him. This is my most recent white boy I ever dated. We're gonna call him Brian. His name is Brian. Brian. Okay, so how did I meet Brian? Okay. So it was my freshman year. This was before I met the fuckboy Derek, who had a baby on me. I met him before that, and I think it was during homecoming or whatever. It might have been during homecoming. It was like all the weekends was party weekends, so I can't really say it was like a really eventful weekend that they came. But this is actually the same time I met Tweezy. I don't know if y'all know him. He to do with the missing teeth. But that was the same time I met Tweezy. I was going to do a separate story time on that, but I mean, it kind of like intermingles with this one. So it was one of the weekends that was hype or whatever. And so me, my friend, I don't know. It had to be somebody else. Me and my friend Sabira, and it had to be somebody else because we was always like this. So we only talked to each other. I mean, we might talk to other people in our classes, but we didn't really have outside friends. We went to somebody else's room. That never happened, so that's why I'm saying it had to be somebody else. We went to somebody else's room, and Tweezy was in there with this white boy. And so Brian, Brian was fine. Like he was in the Marines too, so he was all muscular and stuff. And he just had really bad acne, but I mean, you could overlook that at how fine he was. Okay. Well, no. At first, Sabira was looking at him, and I was like, all right, girl, you got it. I don't know if she called dibs or whatever, but I was like, okay, sis, that's you. But low-key, I was like, damn, he fine. But I guess, I mean, she could have him or whatever. And him and Tweezy had came together because Tweezy, I don't know, Tweezy used to be in the Marines, and they were in the same unit or whatever. So they used to drive 3 hours all the way down to my school, A&T or whatever. So that weekend we met them, we shared information, and they ended up coming back to my room. I don't know why they came back to my room. Like, I don't feel like I'm that interested, but I mean, I guess I had them laughing or whatever, or I mean, I was looking cute that day or something like that. But my friend Severa, she had a fat ass, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know why they migrated to us of all people. So they came back to my room, well, my suite, and then they came actually in my personal room. We was just chilling in there, and Sabira was kind of linked up with the white boy Brian, and I mean, it was kind of like, okay, well, his homeboy is Tweezy, so, and this was before Tweezy is where he's at now. This was like 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago. So, I mean, I didn't know who he was. Like, when I saw him, I wasn't like, oh my God, that's Tweezy. I was just like, oh, well, he missing teeth. Like that type shit, you know? So, I really don't know if I knew who he was. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, that person, but I'm like, I didn't really know who he was for real. Like, I wasn't starstruck or nothing. So, Sabira was kind of linked up with Brian, and it was just me and Tweezy, and so he started trying to have me kiss him or whatever, and I was trying to play around like, I was trying to take one for the team, you know, help my girl out or whatever, but I was not trying to take that deep of a take one for the team, you know. I was not trying to kiss the nigga with no teeth. I mean, Tweezy is Tweezy's decent looking, but at the time I didn't know him. Okay, I'm a freshman. I don't just be kissing random people. First of all, I just don't be kissing random people. That's the first of the first. I don't just kiss random people, especially a motherfucker. And that got a whole story about his mouth. You know what I'm saying? So he was trying to kiss me and stuff, like, and I was sitting here trying to dodge it. He was like holding me tight, and I'm sitting here trying to dodge it, like, eh. So that was that, and that was basically my whole interaction with Tweezy. And then after that, I wouldn't see him. I mean, I would see him around campus because he was on 18 campus a lot because, I mean, it was I don't know if it was the closest campus, but it was the most lit campus, I know. So they always came there. So I would see him around because him and Brian used to always come together. But, I mean, after that, when it was in my room, that was kind of the last time we ever had a one-on-one interaction. So, I don't know what happened. Okay, after I like was bobbing and weaving Tweezy, he kind of got the hint and was like, all right. So he left. I think he went out to the living room area, and then Sabira went. I don't know how Sabira where she went after that, but then Brian started coming on to me, and I don't know if I'm dirty for this because, I mean, we had just met them that day. And when I mean they were like, him and Sabira, they wasn't kissing or on each other's laps or nothing. They were just talking and laughing. Like some neutral friendly shit. So, I mean, I ain't really steal him from her. I don't know where she went. But, I mean, Tweezy left. So, I was like freed up. I don't know if she was in the room or I don't know. So moving on with the story. So me and Brian started talking, kikiing, and we kind of like at this point Sabir left the room. So I don't know. I think the door was closed and we started like messing around a little bit. No, not like sex or nothing, but like just kissing and stuff and laughing and just being touchy feely type thing. And so that's when I was like, okay. This is the one that I'm finna be on. Not like boyfriend type shit, but I was like, this is the one I'm finna be on. He cute or whatever. He got muscles. He mad muscular and stuff. He had me in the corner and shit, giggling and shit, trying to kiss me and stuff. And so I'm like, stop. And I end up kissing him anyways. So that was the time I met Tweezy, and this is the first time I met and how I met Brian. So from there, they went home. They went back to base or whatever, and they went back to base. And then me and Brian would be texting or whatever, and he'd be like, "When can I come back?" Blah, blah, blah. Well, you can come back whenever. So he used to always come on the weekends. Yes, y'all. I had a nigga come in a 3-hour drive every weekend and a 3-hour drive back. You know what I'm saying? He was crazy. Like, I don't like, and I know he wasn't in love with me because by the looks of the title, you already know that nigga cheated. In the end of the day, he cheated. But like, he like was driving 6 hours. Like, you wild. So the next time he came up, I was like trying to be all nice and stuff. So I had put like a little outfit together or whatever. And I'm not talking about an outside outfit. I'm talking about a bedroom outfit. I had put a bedroom outfit together. And he had came. I was waiting for him. He was excited. I was excited. So when he came knocking on my door, I did like the whole TV show shit. And I ran up to him and I jumped on. I was like, ah! I'm glad he caught my. Well, back then I wasn't big, but I'm glad he caught my ass because bitch, that shit would have been so embarrassing. So he came, and y'all know how the dorms beds be, right? So it's like this big, okay? So ain't nobody doing nothing on that bed. Like, you barely sleeping. And if you are sleeping, it's by yourself. So I had the mattress they give you for your dorm, and then I also had another foam type of mattress on top of that. So I took that off, and I would put it on my floor between my bed and my desk, and I had the covers laid out. Like, it was just like a nice little pallet, you know? So, that's how my room was every time he came over. So my roommates would know when Brian was over because they were like, bitch, your bed on the floor, bitch. Bitch, your ass being nasty. I'm like, y'all my jalapenos. Like, damn. But anyway, so, I had ran up to him, hugged him, whatever. he came in the room, finally put down his stuff, and then I had like, I don't know if I had a jacket on or robe on, but I had took it off. He was like, "Oh, this for me? This for me?" And like he would be like, I mean, he didn't say it like that, but he was like saying this deep words. He was like, "Oh, this for me," and then he do like a little smirk, be like, "This for me though," and I was like, "It's for you." Yeah, and they already know what happened after that. And so that's kind of how our weekends went. Like he was going out for the weekend. We would party with my friend Sabira, and whatever nigga would tag along with us with Sabira or whatever. Or sometimes it just be me, him, and Sabira. We'll be partying, or like he would come, we would do the do. We would either, depend on how we felt, either we get up and party, or sometimes he would just go out and party and just come back to my room to sleep or whatever. Yeah, I was nice as fuck, y'all. I was nice as fuck. I mean, sheesh. And then he would come back to my room later after that, and then on Sunday he would just leave. So we would always do that. It'll probably be at least, if it wasn't every weekend, it was every other weekend, and sometimes back-to-back weekends. Like, your girl had a nigga come back to back. Ooh, well, oh, not like that. I meant like driving. I didn't mean like, I mean, I did that too. This went on for about 2 months, maybe 3. And then stuff started getting weird. Like, I think I would be like, "Are you ready for a relationship? Are you ready for a relationship? Da da da." And I feel like I always be having the same type of thing in my head, because I feel like I said this during my other Derek story time. I'd be like, "Are you ready for a relationship?" And he'd be like, yeah, I'm ready. Well, no, this is different, because he would actually tell me he was ready, he ready right now or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. And so I don't know why, but one night when it was just him that went out, I stayed in the house because I didn't feel like going out. He had came back, he was extra drunk, we did the do, and then I was like, "You say you ready, but you're not acting ready, and you still haven't asked me, so I'm about to go through your phone." Bitch. Let me tell y'all how I did this. So I got his phone out his pocket, right? I got his phone out his pocket real slick. It was so good that he was like drunk. Because, I mean, he probably was feeling it, but he was too drunk to actually do something about it. So I took his phone out his pocket. Bitch, I got his thumb. I lifted his thumb up. Actually, no, I didn't even think I lifted his thumb up. His hand was just flopping. So I slowly put the little fingerprint under his thumb. I got that shit. I ran to the bathroom with that shit. I started going through all his shit. It is so, I don't know if y'all ever go through a nigga phone, but like that shit is so freeing. Like, you just be like, "Ha! I got the truth. I got the power. I got the power." You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Oh my God, it's so many things I can do right now with this right here." So I started going through his messages. So, big surprise, he was talking to some other black girl that was on campus and talking about how they weren't talking about nothing sexual, but he was basically being thirsty, and she was like basically curving him or whatever. So I wasn't too pressed, because nothing really happened, but then again, I should have been pressed because like he's in here trying to talk to other girls or whatever. But I'm just going through it. I'm like, wow. And I don't know if it was I think it was other girls. He was being hella thirsty, and like they were curving him. Like, they would text him back, but they wouldn't be like, he like, "So when we meeting up?" And then it would be like no text back. So I was like, wow, he really doing that. So I went to his phone. I deleted all the pictures he had of me, all the inappropriate pictures he had of me, because he not gonna use that shit against me. And I went to the recently deleted, and then what? I deleted them again. Make sure completely iCloud. Make sure they delete out the iCloud all the way. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to the messages and delete them shits out the messages, because you're not gonna retrieve them shits again. So then while I'm going through his photos, I'm like, I see some revealing shit, right? I'm going through this shit. Tell me why I see a photo. I wish I could post this photo up, but I don't want to share other people's news, because I wouldn't want the same done to me. 2, I don't want to be like get banned off of YouTube. And 3, I don't think y'all eyes want to see that shit. So tell me why I see him like he taking pictures in the shower, right? So he got his little schlong out, and he taking pictures in the shower. I'm like, okay, that's a typical nude. I go again. Tell me why he laying down on his back, right, y'all? He laying down on his back. He got his feet in the air, and he is spreading his cheeks. He is spreading his cheeks so you clearly see his butthole. I'm like, I am taken aback. I almost stumbled, bitch. I'm like, I didn't know he was bisexual. Oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. So you know what I did? This is so wrong. But then again, I didn't do anything with it. I just did it for insurance. I sent it to myself. I sent that picture to myself, and I sent all the other news he had, all the other and then another photo he had. He was in the shower, and he was posting like this with his booty to the camera. I'm like, send that shit to myself, send that shit to myself. Because I'm like, I don't know who he sent my photos to. So if he ever, like, regathered the photos of me that I deleted out his phone, like, I'm like, well, look what I got, nigga. I bet you don't want nobody seeing that you posing with your butthole to the camera, huh? So I just kind of did it for insurance. Also, side note, this is a lesson to all little younger females. Do not send any nudes to nobody. Don't send any nudes to nobody. I don't care how long y'all been together. I don't care how much y'all love the nigga or how much he love you. It's better to see in person anyway. So, like, why do that? Don't do that. Do not do that. I'm glad, like, none of my stuff got leaked or, like, I didn't get put on blast. But I was just lucky that way, because a lot of girls do get blasted and get their stuff leaked. Because, I mean, after the relationship is over, what is to stop that nigga from spreading your shit? Nothing. So, don't do nudes. Don't do nudes. So, anyways, I sent all his nudes to my phone. And I went back in the room. I closed it. Well, I made sure I logged out all the apps I was in and shit that I went through. And I put his phone back down, and I went to sleep. He woke up the next day, and I asked him a question. I said, are you sure you're ready for a relationship? Are you sure? Because I'm getting the feeling that you're not. No, this is after he left. So he was on the road home, and I was texting him. I was like, I feel like you're not. He was like, why you saying that? Why you saying that? And I finally was like, I saw your phone. I saw your phone. I saw you talking to other bitch. You ain't really. He's like, what? You going through my... They try to do that shit. You ain't going through my stuff. Yes, I went through your stuff. Like, and you was caught. Like, it was so short-lived. And, like, it was so quick. Like, the way we stopped, like, the way we kind of disconnected is because he got into this biking accident, like, on Valentine's Day. I didn't get no Valentine's, like, a happy Valentine's, nothing. And I was so angry. So I was like, girl, you ain't shit. And he was like, yo, I got into an accident. I'm like, oh my fucking God, I'm so sorry. And then I was like, I'm gonna try to come. I ain't had a fucking car. I was like, I'm gonna try to come see you, but I know I'm not really gonna be able to. I'm so sorry. And then he gonna post on his Instagram and was like, I got the best girl in the world. The only one that's riding for me, the only one that actually came to see me in the hospital. And it's a picture of a white bitch. I'm like, wow. So you just had jungle fever or something? Like, wow. And if I was really a toxic, like, immature and don't give a fuck person, I would have leaked your shit and showed all your shit. But I mean, first of all, I'm not about to out nobody. I'm not about to do no revenge porn type stuff. I don't do those things because I don't want those things done to me. What goes around comes around. The energy you put out comes back to you, and I don't want that energy that I was going to do. I'm just assuming, I don't know, like, do straight men, like, y'all tell me in the comments if I'm just jumping to conclusions, because he never actually came out and said he was bisexual. But, I mean, those pictures look really bisexual. And I'm not saying completely gay because, I mean, we were a thing, and then he had a thing with another girl. So I'm like, okay, maybe he just goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? Just because a guy likes other guys doesn't mean he's strictly gay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, live your best life. And then, like, I think my junior year, so maybe like a year and a half later or 2 years later, he contacted me. He out of the Marines, and he was like, he wanted to talk to me, but I mean, I had a boyfriend at the time. And I was like, I wasn't really entertaining it, but I was like, what's up, man? Like, yeah, we had good times. Yeah, bye. And, like, yeah, that kind of was it. Like, nothing really came after that. I really haven't heard from him since my junior year. So, yeah, y'all, that was it for the story. If you would like to spill some tea, or if you need advice on anything, everything is anonymous. Please send your story or questions to askharmonet@gmail.com, and I will be doing another Ask Harmonet video very soon. Alright guys, that is it. You are special, you are someone important, and you are enough. So snap your fingers, flip your hair, and be that bitch. Period. Jingle out, y'all.